My name is Angel D. Thomas, and I am the founder and CEO of Radiant Love. Radiant Love was established in 2017. Radiant Love exemplifies the power of boldness, beauty, and self-confidence. Radiant Love also has an online boutique, which can be found at radiant-love.com. Y'all show me some love. Also, follow me on Instagram at radiantlove_. That's radiantlove_ on Instagram. Radiant Love wants to encourage everyone to be the best version of themselves. Y'all be bold, y'all be beautiful, y'all be you. Radiant Love's Love Talk was created to shine light on kings and queens. Love Talk is a platform that I created where guests will come on and we will just discuss different topics. We will learn new things, and it's just a place of love. My hopes are to uplift, inspire, encourage, and a place where we can relate. And I just want to encourage everyone to be the best version of themselves. The comments are all for tonight so that they don't scroll in our guest's face. So tonight's topic is on good food and fitness. Our guest for the evening is Miss Alacia Richardson. Hey,
devil girl. Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you tonight?
I'm good, love. How are you?
I am good. Thank you so much for being a guest on Love Talk.
No, sweetheart. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a fan. I am a huge fan, and I love what you're doing. I love it.
Thank you so much. So we're going to dive right on in, and I'm going to tell the people about you.
Okay.
So, Miss Alacia Richardson is a chef and a fitness guru. Her main goal is to help others make that change with their eating habits and their fitness habits. Alacia is a 27-year-old Algiers native and an alumnus of Etna Carr High School. Alacia has had a million jobs working in restaurants and for banquet companies, which have all had an impact on her deciding to run her own businesses. Alacia is a self-taught chef that has definitely made her mark throughout the tummies around New Orleans. Alacia brings flavor to your fitness. She fell in love with fitness while working at UFit Gym for 2 years and saw how important it was to live and eat healthy. She realized if she could make it tasty, it would be easier to substitute bad foods for the good foods, which is how she came up with her signature dish, the Power Plate. She currently is a full-time chef, a fitness guru, and she also works for the Sewage and Water Board at the water plant as maintenance.
Don't say it
now. Is definitely a woman of all trades. Yes.
I be trying to get it in, sis.
Yes, you do it all.
I try.
You're doing an awesome job. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Thank you.
So, in a male-dominant profession, how and when did you gain interest in the field of maintenance?
So, to be honest, I was switching from job to job, and that became like depressing and discouraging that I just couldn't stay rooted, in one place. I felt like God was like, all right, you done that. Let's go here. And I'm like, why? But I'm like, why you got me all over? So from talking to so many people and then just went and got my TWIC card, started looking into the Port of New Orleans, like more on the plant life, less makeup. And, I kind of wanted to escape that world on the slick. So it's like, oh, maybe I don't have to get girled up every day, put some steel toes on and just do something different. I'm always up for a challenge. So I got that. And a friend actually, because he knew I was looking for a job, Delgado had a program for Sewage and Water Board, and they were looking for millwrights, electricians, and people to weld and things like that. So, of course, electrical and welding was out for me. So I was like, what is millwright? I've never heard of that. And I looked it up, and then I wound up coming across a video on YouTube that said women in the workforce. And I was like, so I went into that, and she was just like, I'm learning something new every day. I'm in a man's world, so it's intimidating, but it's good. It builds good characteristics. It's a trade, so you become good with your hands and things like that. So I just looked at it as an opportunity, and being a woman, you know, I've been told numerous times, you know, you have to know your stuff. You know, you going around the men and doing that, you know, they gonna be on you even harder. And I'm just like, okay. So, you know, all of that kind of played a part in it. So I finished the program and I wind up getting hired on in the machine shop of the Carrollton water plant. So I'm in there. I'm not in the field at the moment. I am fully clerical at this time, girl. You know, so it's just different. I get to put in information about what's going on. So I'm getting to see at the same time what they're using to fix different things, or, you know, so it's a deeper level. Like I'm not just behind the desk. It's like, hey, it's like, what'd you do to fix that pump? You know, so it's like people do kind of come to me for things like that, but it's just awesome being a huge part of my city, because I wanted to leave. So it's like, you know, if I'm gonna stay, I want to be a part of the solution. So
Right.
working at Sewage and Water Board is just it's something new every day for me. You learn something new. You learn the importance of your job, how much drinking water is important. So it's just like, to be a part of that is huge. So I just looked at it as a challenge, girl. It's a challenge every day, still being in there. It's not easy. So yeah.
And you doing it. You getting the job done.
Thank you.
And you're learning something new every day. So that's the good part about it, you know. And you also said something about not knowing what you wanted to do. I actually had that problem where I didn't know what I wanted to do in life. Sometimes I'm still like, what am I here for? And I have found my calling with Love Talk and
you
out and shining light on other people. So if you have not found what your niche in life, do not give up. Just keep trying to find what it is you like and love to do in life.
Because it's the reason why you're going through all of that, just to get to, like, right now it's just a phase we're going to talk about once he get us somewhere else, you know, like Love Talk is gonna, like you said today, baby, you're going to be on Ellen. So just, you know, I'm going to be from my TV like, hey, I know her, you know, so we're speaking it into existence.
We have to speak it into existence, yes. Definitely. So you are a chef. You post food all day, and my mouth is drooling when I look at Instagram. Being in Texas, I'm like, man, I need to get down there to New Orleans to get a plate. And it just looks amazing. I know it tastes even better. So how and when did you find a passion for food?
Well, to be completely honest with you, I have been greedy all my life. I love, and it's my family fault when they be telling me, oh girl, go sit down, you're too greedy. It's y'all fault, you know, because y'all cook like that, you know. So I actually, you know, even though all of my family cooks, girl, I'm gonna get in trouble for this, but one of my uncles out of like 8 other siblings, one of my uncles, well, I was the younger, I don't even know if I was born around the time, but he cooks, and his food is amazing. But he's just so like, I don't feel like doing, you know, catering a huge order, but you know, at this time I would love for him to get in the kitchen with me. But he got an offer from Frankie Beverly and Maids to be their personal chef like years ago, and he turned it down, and you know, to stay with his family and everything. So I was just like, man, like, your food got recognized by Maids, you know, because we knew who Maids was at 5 years old, you know, down here. So I was just like, oh my God, that is awesome. So, but like I said, I've been greedy, and once I kind of was old enough to start cooking for myself because I wanted food all the time. So I pretty much, you know, that's how that started. But my family definitely came with that passion. I love food. I love it. Like, I might love food more than I love people. Like, it's just, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I love food. I do.
And you turned it into your passion. So wait. So in order to be a chef, you have to have a different level of confidence. It takes confidence to allow people to taste your food, taste your art, taste, you know, and people don't play about a lot of things, but 2 things people don't play about is their money and their food. Food being probably food more than money. So, and people become very judgmental about food, and we all have an auntie that can't cook the potato salad, but always want to cook the potato salad for all the events. So how and when did you gain the confidence to begin allowing people to taste your food?
I would say college at Nichols. Even though I was going for culinary, girl, I probably went to like 5 classes. You know, like, it's just, don't nobody listens. That's not advice. It's just me telling y'all my testimony. But I started, they had like a kitchenette downstairs in the dormitories in Ellender Hall, and I used to get food stamps. Like, when I tell you, I had it set. I love food so much. I had the meal plan, I had the munch money for the union, and I had food stamps. So we had a 24-hour Walmart, girl. So when it hit 12, we would go to Walmart, and I would buy something for everybody that was like I was cool with, even the boys, like, you know, in the dorm, we all be in Walmart, you know, like 12 o'clock at night because my food stamps hit. But I started cooking my favorite thing, girl. The one thing my mom taught me how to make was smothered pork chops, and I used to love smothered pork chops. Now, of course, you know, I don't really mess with pork, but that was my favorite thing to eat. So my friends would always be like, you know, man, your food is so good. It tastes so good. And I just used to be like, girl, we just hungry, you know, like that's all that is. So the first time I had a supper was in 2014. I had my own apartment. I don't know if I needed a bill paid or something like that, but I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna have a supper. And I did, and that's when I learned that people actually like my food, and I have something that was like worth serving. People would, you know, come back and they would tip and they would show love, and I'm just like, okay, so y'all really like that. I'm like, all right. So that's kind of how that started. I would definitely blame Nichols, even though I did not learn a thing in culinary class.
So you had a million jobs working in restaurants and for banquet companies. So at what point did you realize your cooking expertise needed to be displayed on your own platform?
Well, besides the 2014, you know, trying, that was short-lived, of course, because at that time it was more of a profitable thing, and from the heart. So definitely my boyfriend, who is also EK and LGs, you know, shout out your baby. So he actually pushed me, and my business is actually making a year in October. So last year in October, he was just like, so when you want to have this supper, we about to do this. Like, let's get and I just was sitting there like, what did you talk about? I'm not about to have no supper. It's like, I haven't had a supper in like 4-5 years. It's like, no, I don't believe in myself that much, but he was definitely a big push getting behind me like he did. Went ahead and like, you know, put money up behind me, and I'm like, I'm worth it. You know, you think my food worth all that? So he pretty much bucked me up, him and my mom, because I'm always cooking for them. Like my mom, she had a birthday, and I'd be like, you don't want to do nothing, let's have a brunch. And I do shrimp and grits, but only people who knew me know I was a sometimey cook. But, you know, he was just like, you know, you're struggling, you're looking for a career, you know, you could have your own business. You know, you could really be a chef and do what you love. So I was just like, okay, well, let's give it a shot. So him and my family, they were a big push behind it, because I had no confidence in myself. I still struggle. And, you know, I'm my harshest critic. I tell you now, like, I'm so hard on myself when it comes to food and presentation. Like, it's no joke.
And we need that push. We need that push, you know, because a lot of times, like you said, we doubt ourselves, or we have that fear. And let me tell y'all, everything that you need and want is on the other side of fear. And I'm learning that every single day. Yes, and my mama told me, do it with fear. Because we all fear, you know, it's normal. It's a normal feeling. But do it even with the fear. So I give kudos to your boyfriend, to your family for pushing you, because you are extremely talented. You have a lot of talent.
Thank you.
So the name of your company is 3 C's, Christine's Catering and Company. So what is the meaning behind the name?
So Christine is my grandmother's name. And my middle name is Christina, and I spent a lot of time with my grandmother. Like my mom, like she's a mother to me. So I always felt the connection with my grandmother, you know, not just because of my name, but just from being around her, living with her so much and everything like that. So she could throw down too. And it's like, you know, she gave birth to so many chefs. Like, I'm not the only chef in my family. That's the crazy part. Like, I mean, coming up right now, it's crazy. Like, we got bakers, we have chefs, you know, the Petty Cook and Food 15 and Ika's Creation. So they're like, you know, they on a storm with it. It's just, I'm just a part of that. So I feel like, you know, I got to do this with my grandmother. So it's like, it's Christine's Catering and Company, because without her, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't love food like we do. That, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely wanted to carry her with me through this journey, wanted her to be with me in spirit and everything that I do. So,
and I know she is so proud. Yes. Yes. So you're also a fitness guru.
I
You
try.
yes, you bring flavor to fitness, and you began working out. But no, I'm sorry. A lot of people begin working out, but they don't change the way they eat. And the key to health is 80% nutrition and 20% exercise. But a lot of people think otherwise. So, can you explain to us how proper nutrition plays a vital role in maintaining a healthy lifestyle?
Yes. So nutrition, and I'm gonna use a really easy example, and this is like the easiest way to get people. So say for instance, you have a car and it has an engine and it has a motor, it has everything that it needs to go. But if it doesn't have gas, if it doesn't have fuel, then it won't go anywhere. So that's basically the same thing that food and nutrition is for our bodies. Not to go completely religious on you, but I'm a true believer in man shall not survive off bread alone. So that goes into like doing fastings from different things, and it's just levels that I will not reach tonight because I get too deep with it. But it's very very important to eat, and a lot of people think that not eating or going on a diet is good, and diets are bad. You want to practice normality. You want to do small substitutions. You want to do the possible. Not saying that you can't accomplish the impossible, but as far as something, this comes down to eating. This comes down to your pizza and your fried chicken, things like that. But I would love for people to look at it in a way like you're not necessarily taking away from yourself. It's like I love pasta, but I'm starting to use zucchini noodles, like different substitute or even whole wheat noodles, for some people who's just like, I need that actual pasta, overcook it like brown rice, or I use a lot of jasmine rice, just cook it to your liking. It's really important because it's going to help you think clearer. You're going to feel better. You're going to improve in your health without even having to work out. So I'm not, saying don't exercise, but intake is way more important because it's taking care of the inside, the things that you cannot see. We're not just doing it for a nice body. That's a bonus. I feel like that's a bonus because, you're beating out heart disease and high blood pressure and high cholesterol. So from working in UFIT, I had a lot of ladies, I created a lot of relationships with the people who join, members of the gym, and they come in with these stories, and it's so inspiring, and you just want to put your family on. So it's like, ladies, my doctor said I could put my pressure medicine up, like they've been coming to the gym regularly. They didn't change their eating habits. So, health and fitness plays a huge part. Like it almost adds years of life on, for you. Like, just speaking in a fitness term, health wise. So nutrition is so important, and we make so many bad decisions just being hungry. Like because we're hungry, we would literally almost eat anything. So you have to look at your body as your temple. This is your one body. This is it. You don't get another body after this. So how about, preventing different things that running your family? You know what I'm saying? Like, have a deeper reason behind it than just wanting that physical body. Want to stay around for your grandkids, or just be overall healthy. Because I plan on being 60, gray hair, just as slim and tatted, girl. It's ever like, and I'm just gonna be the fit mama, and I want all of my friends to be the fit mamas, like I just want to beat the odds and just turn a new leaf and treat ourselves better. Yeah, because I really feel like fitness is a huge part of self-love.
It is. So does your business offer any services to anybody wanting to convert or maintain a healthy lifestyle?
Yes. So I offer meal preps throughout the week. Usually pickup days is on Sunday, but you guys can always go to Christine's Catering and Co. on Instagram or Facebook. I'm always promoting meal prep. I have a menu, but I'm open to whatever. Like I had a customer who would literally be like, hey, like he'll Google me something, be like, can you make that? And it's just like, oh, you give me the ingredients, I see the recipe, and I will make it. Like, it's like, we're definitely gonna try it out, and I take that on for them and myself, because that's something
Uh-huh.
else to add, because you don't want it to get boring or bland. So that's what I try to stay away from, the regular like broccoli and grilled chicken. You know, like you gotta keep cheap Parmesan cheese on that salad, or
You
some
have to.
glaze to that. You know, like get it, keep it real with yourself. You know, make that little jerk sauce. Do something
It's,
extra that's gonna keep you treating this like it's your regular diet. So that's why I'm here to meal prep for people who don't have the time, who don't know what to eat to lose
mm-hmm.
weight, for gains, for just maintaining. You know, I provide all the micros that you need, or whatever you're trying to do. I like to speak to people personally and see what their goals are, so I can help them. You know, if it's more greens that they need, or healthy fats, more protein. You know what you want to do, because it's going to depend on what you're eating.
Mm-hmm. And you said that's they can find that on your page, correct?
Yeah, my business page,
Okay.
Christine's Catering Co. On Instagram and Facebook.
And I'll post all of that after the video so that people can start living a healthy lifestyle and you can help them.
Yes.
So many chefs have a secret recipe. Now, I'm not asking for your secrets, but is there any advice you can offer to us to kind of spice up our food?
Okay, so definitely my trinity is garlic, bell peppers, and onions. So, you know, instead of getting the bottled parsley, do fresh parsley, do fresh, you know, cilantro, and just get creative with putting I love sauces. So, I am going to lightly share something from the power plate with you guys. And you know, I'm doing it even though it's my salmon and it's my most prized. I feel like so many people, I don't want to charge for knowledge, first of all. I'm, you know, I thought I wanted to be like a personal trainer, but I just want to spread the knowledge. I feel like that's a part of my journey, not charging people for it. So salmon is a great source of protein. Like, and I know a lot of people don't like it because it's fishy, but what you do is put a glaze to it.
Mm-hmm.
You get you some soy, you get honey or maybe brown sugar, and you get your garlic, and you let that simmer down, and you can either let it create a thickness or you can leave it juiced, and then go ahead and just continue to coat your salmon. Like I run it through the oven until it's cooked 3 times, because I like it tender. I hate it just, you know how the sushi salmon is, and it's
Mm-hmm.
a thick fish. So you want to cook it all the way, but just keep basting it. Baste it over and over again. Like I said, that's minced garlic. I do some sesame seeds in there. I might even put a little sesame oil sometimes. So it's soy
Okay.
sauce, minced garlic. Sometimes I put onion in there. A little hint of bourbon if you like. Sometimes I use it. I found a way around not using it, but yeah, get fancy with it. You know, different things like that. I also cook with a lot of wine. Just get in there and start creating stuff. You know, like go back to the old days and try and figure out what mama recipes were, you know, to
Mm-hmm.
just, you know, leave the processed food and make, you know, I don't want to say any names, but just fast food. You know what I'm saying? Like take your
Uh-huh.
time to cook that meal and save them leftovers, girl. Freeze that food, girl, you know? So you, at the end of the day, you always want to get the real stuff in you, you know, like test your food out. Yeah, something that you eat a lot of that you find it may be addicting, you know, leave it out for a few days, do a few experiments on them, but just get it in that kitchen and make love to that salmon, because it is your friend.
Yes.
It, sweet potatoes, and we do shrimps for carbs, but because I love shrimps, and almost in all of my dishes you'll see shrimps. I don't know what my addiction is with it, but I think I'm trying to be pescatarian on the slick, because that's all that we've been eating is seafood, girl. But I definitely want to repeat that recipe again. So for the salmon, of course, you season it however you like. If you want a hickory or maybe more spice, use like, you know, crushed pepper or ground pepper or something like that. I use Himalaya pink salt, if even. I try to stay away from salt, believe it or not, because the soy is already salty. So you have the soy sauce, you have the honey to bring it down, and you have the garlic for flavor. And you just go ahead and you set it on simmer, let it cook down into get a little thickness, and you just keep basting that salmon. So every once in a while, you go back in the oven, baste it again, or if you need more sauce, pour more sauce, but you want it to be as tender as possible. So I hope that helps.
I'm definitely gonna try this out, and I'm gonna post it on Facebook and Instagram and let the world see how it went. But the crazy thing is, I literally just learned how to cook. I did. YouTube is my best friend.
Yeah, mine too.
But the crazy thing is, I only use the same 5 or 6 seasonings, and I'm still learning. I burn rice all the time. I'm a burner. I burn bread. I'm learning.
Don't feel bad.
So for somebody wanting to learn how to cook, what are the first steps that they should take?
So first, like say experimenting in the kitchen, know what you want to cook. So that way you can have everything you need. If you need seasoning, have it chopped already. You know, everything needs to be accessible and easy as possible, especially for your first time. You definitely want to be organized in cooking, period. You don't want to have to leave the stove unless, you know, you have it on a low fire, but knowing your fire is very important, because I almost set my kitchen on fire one time. So it's like you need to know your fire, know what you're cooking, the temperature it needs to be cooked at. So basically knowing the recipe down pat and everything by the minute. You know, a need to know of how long everything needs to cook. Get you a cookbook and just go for it. Go for it. I talk to myself while I'm in the kitchen. So if you need a fake audience, talk to your fake audience and just be okay. Next step, you know, just do what
and it
you
makes
have
it
to
fun
do
and it helps you remember.
Yeah, do what you have to do. But organized is the best, because I've had so many kitchen meltdowns from just not knowing where something was, or just being in the middle of that rush. So, you know, the more organized you are and knowing what you're doing and what you're cooking, that'll definitely get you on the right path.
Definitely. So you kind of explained the power plate to us. So can you tell us what exactly that is, and what's the reason behind it?
Okay, so the power plate consists of salmon. It's fresh, never frozen. I don't do frozen. Always has to be fresh. Sauteed garlic spinach, yams, well, sweet potatoes, and also my favorite thing, shrimp. And I usually blacken or saute, either one. I usually ask the customer how would they prefer it. So that's everything on the power plate. Now, I came up with it, I want to say almost the same month we started the business, last October. And it was because my boyfriend didn't eat spinach. And I was just like, you know, I'm going to make you eat this spinach. Like, so basically, I was like, you know, I wanted to taste like greens just a little bit. So that's where I got the garlic saute from. And then the salmon, I wanted it to be, you know, a little, not too sweet, but have like a sweet like glaze to it. And I wanted everything to kind of go together, even though it's so, what is it, like soul foodish, you know, with the sweet potatoes, and then you have the spinach and the shrimps and then the salmon. But at the same time, that plate is so healthy for you. It's packed with protein, you know, it's really good, and it keeps you full. So I just remember being in the gym needing something like that. And it's just like something I could have for lunch and then warm the other half for dinner. So, you know, I know that you would benefit whether you're trying to lose weight, maintain, or gain. You know, of course, you would just double up or take away from. But that dish itself is just healthy. And it's helped me to show people that you can still eat healthy and eat good. You can not lacking any flavor. You know, it's just, it really does something to my soul when people say they don't eat spinach or they don't eat salmon, and those are some of my most loyalist customers today for that power plate. So knowing that they making that switch is like, I kind of want salmon and spinach, and they wouldn't even eaten that, you know, a couple months ago, but they love it. But it's doing so much more for them than just how it tastes, you know. It's healthy, it's good for you, it's plant-based, you know. So That's another one of my slogans right there. If it come from a plant, eat it. If it was made at a plant, don't eat it.
Don't eat it. Yes, I
Yes.
can't wait to try it. So my philosophy is be bold, be beautiful, be you. I live by it. I say it a billion times a day, and I encourage it. So
Yes.
what is a philosophy that you stand on and live by?
Um, I mean, you've heard it before, but I really, really live it. You can do whatever you put your mind to. You can do anything you think you can do. You can do whatever you put your mind to. That's what you feel like you could do. Study it, research it, because no one can take away knowledge from you. So
Yes.
I'm big on that. You know, like some of my friends, they might not come to me with the saddest stories so much because they know I'm gonna be like, look, like, are you really trying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you could do whatever you put your mind to. So don't tell me, you can't do it. So, that word can't, it kind of became a little contagious while being at call on the cheerleading team. I don't know if you remember going to gymnastics, girl, but Mr.
Yes.
Fred would be like, can't nobody say can't. Or if you say can't, you're going to drop down and give me however many push-ups at the end of gymnastics. And when you're done gymnastics, you don't feel like doing anything. But
At
somebody be
all.
that said, I can't, like, in the midst of. So that really stuck with me. And I truly encourage people to do whatever they feel like they can do and be whatever you think you can be. Because if you have that feeling, that gut feeling, that check, go with it, pray about it, find your purpose. What is it that God wants you to do? How can you help him help his people? What part do you play in this world?
Yes.
So
And I
that,
love that. I'm going to add that to my wall. Yes.
yes, yes.
So I want to open up the floor and allow you an opportunity to say anything that your heart desires.
Okay, so first of all, guys, I'm Alacia Christina. Thank y'all so much for tuning into Love Talk. I love this show. I'm so glad to be a part of this. You can follow me on Instagram or Facebook at Christine's Catering Co. Or email me at christinescateringco@gmail.com for all inquiries. So if you have my number or DM me. I have 2 phones available. So, and my boyfriend is also a part of my business. So if you see either one of us on social media, you want to book in for your next party, brunch, whatever you have going on, whether it's a school event or anything, a small catering, a birthday platter, we do it all. So also meal prepping. If you don't have any time to cook for yourself, but you want to make that healthy change, but you don't want to miss no flavor, I am your girl.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you so much, Angel.
You are so welcome. This is only the beginning. When I continue to just elevate with this, I am definitely going to have you back as a guest. We are going to one day sit down and have a sit-down person-to-person interview. And you can say I was one of the first people, yes, to have the Instagram live interviews. Yes. Yes. So I just want to thank you so much for being a guest on Love Talk.
Thank you.
I am just so proud of you. You are doing an awesome job. Your work is not going unnoticed.
Thank you.
And just keep doing it because we are watching and rooting for you.
Oh, I sure will. You keep creating these platforms for us, Queen. You're killing it. Thank you.
Thank you. And I just want to thank the viewers for watching tonight. I just want to encourage everybody to be bold, be beautiful, be y'all. And until next time, you have a good night.
You too, my love.
Thank you.
Bye.